All right. We are live. Hi, everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy Father's Day to anybody who is celebrating. Let me get this set up here so I can see the chat, and we'll get started. All right, perfect. We're gonna post in the Discord and on Twitter that we are live. I intended to be live sooner than I was. Unfortunately, chores and editing took me longer than I expected, but that's okay. Hi, House Cow, how are you? Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. All right, so it is Father's Day. We're gonna be making dinner and dessert for my husband, for Funky, those of you who know him. We are going to be making what he requested. So he wanted to do a grilled chicken sub tonight. So we're gonna do homemade sub bread, and that recipe is from King Arthur Flour. It's posted in our community Discord server, so if you guys are looking for that recipe, it is available if you're interested. We are going to marinate some chicken breasts for a little while. I'll cook it fresh tonight when maybe we'll see how much time we have. We're going to make a garlic aioli to spread on the sub buns. We have fresh mozzarella and tomatoes and lettuce. We need to wash our tomatoes and lettuce, slice the tomatoes. We're gonna caramelize some onions, we're gonna make cream puffs, and we're gonna make tater tots. So we have a lot of stuff to do, and I really didn't intend on starting this late, but it is what it is. Got a lot of stuff done today though. I edited 3 shorts, one of which is a paid opportunity with a brand. So it took me a little longer than I planned. And got thank yous from yesterday's 10-hour stream on the Purple Side scent and all that kind of stuff. Got I got 4 hampers full of laundry put away. I have a load of laundry in the washer. I emptied the dishwasher. I talked to my dad for a while, talked to my mom for a while. I had food. Got myself ready. So a lot of different things got done, which is good. All right, let's post on Twitter. All right, perfect. And as a heads up, if you guys are watching the YouTube stream on mobile, you will only see the mobile chat. If you are watching the YouTube stream on computer, you will only see the computer chat. They are not integrated. YouTube considers this 2 separate streams, the way that it comes through. Exhausted. Ollie going in Monday to get manhood snipped. Oh no. Is he trying to get at mama? Happy Father's Day to Funky. Hi, NMD. Thank you. He's at work today, which is kind of silly because his boss was like, yeah, to his coworker, you can take your mom out because she's like your dad and she works here too and she deserves to be celebrated, and told her yesterday she could have the day off. And then today was like, yeah, no, you need to come in. And it's like, if you were going to give anybody the day off, shouldn't it have been the one person on the team who is a dad? No? Okay. Went and saw my dad today. Nice. How was it? Yeah, so it essentially, the way I can understand it best, YouTube has an umbrella of YouTube and YouTube Shorts. So it pushes shorts and long form videos out differently, and it pushes live streams in both tabs out differently. Okay, so we are going to pull up the King Arthur Flour bread recipe. This is called the easiest bread you'll ever make. Mofo dragged her out of the tent to try. Oh my gosh! That's crazy. That's crazy. All right. So we need to weigh out our flour and stir all the ingredients together in a bowl. And then we're going to knead it for 7 minutes in the mixer. Does it get uploaded as 2 VODs? Yes, it does. Only the, this view only really makes sense on mobile, if you're watching on mobile. Yo, thank you for the jewels, Ariana. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. How's it going? Hi, Daniel. Glad the babies can't see because they would be traumatized. Oh, I bet. But yeah, it gets uploaded as 2 VODs. On PC, you can watch it vertical or horizontal, actually. Extra watch time. Not extra. No. It doesn't like double it up. To my knowledge, at least. We'll see. My first stream in this format was not 5 days ago, so I haven't seen what it did to the watch time yet, but we'll see. Okay. Ariana, how's your day going? We're gonna weigh out our flour here. We need 600 grams of flour. And we're gonna get that measured out. But I don't believe it would double it. I feel like people would be shouting from the rooftops that you could get partner faster if that was the case. I'm thinking like if both VODs are in the playlist. I will let you know when it's been 5 days since the first time I've done this. My guess is that unfortunately, VODs in the Shorts tab will not count for watch time, but I don't know for sure. And that's okay because there's better discoverability. We already have more people in here than we normally do. So we'll see. We'll see. It's kind of like a catch-22. Do you sacrifice the hours to get more discoverability? Do you not? Etc. Hi, Dana. How's it going? Okay, so we're at 574, 596, 600. Perfect. Worth a shot. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. What's everybody up to today? What have you guys been doing? All right, we need yeast, sugar, salt, water. Let's get those things out and get them mixed in with our flour. This is called the easiest bread you'll ever make from King Arthur Flour. The recipe is posted in our community Discord, and I will also post it in the video description if you're interested. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I'm tired. Yesterday was a long day. We didn't meet the goal to do 12 hours yesterday, and honestly, it's probably for the best because I'm still tired. I had a lot of trouble winding my brain down yesterday, too. All right, 1 tablespoon of sugar. Almost home from the Bachelorette. Gonna throw in a load of laundry and rot. Amazing. I have a load of laundry going, too. I had to wash towels. I put away 4 hampers full of laundry today. Why did I have to put away 4 hampers full? Because I've been avoiding doing it. How's Princess doing? She good? She good. All right, we need 2.5 teaspoons of salt. So just 1 teaspoon. 2 teaspoons. Did you have fun, NMD? Was it a good weekend? Salt. All right, and now we need yeast, 2¼ teaspoons, which is 1 packet, if you're not measuring out of a jar, which we are not today because I was running low and Funky stopped and got me some yesterday. So 1 packet of instant yeast. Have you been washing baby clothes? No. No, it's just laundry has sat that long without being put away. No, that's the sad part. I did a load of like kitchen towels and cleaning towels. I did a load of bath towels and 2 loads of clothes. And it's just been sitting for like a week and some change. Here lurking while I watch the new episode of Dutton Ranch. Ooh, it's a good one. We just watched it the other night. All right, so we have our flour, our sugar, our yeast, our salt. We need 1 2/3 of a cup of lukewarm water. Let's set those to the side. This channel looks familiar. Hi, Rozilla. How's it going? All right. We need 1 2/3 cup water, getting that out of the Brita, and then we gotta warm it up. What was that noise that the computer just made? No judgment on my part, been there. Yeah, literally this morning, Funky was like, I sorted through the hamper because I saw 1 sock on the top, and I was like, oh, that'll be good. The other sock will be in there. Got to the bottom of the hamper and realized there wasn't another sock that matched, and I was like, I'm sorry. I need to put it away. But yeah, no, I got a lot done today. Got a lot done, I'm glad. All right, we're gonna get the warm water in there. We're gonna knead this in the mixer for 7 minutes, and then it's going to rise. And we will move on from this to another recipe because we have a bunch of stuff to make. This is that track that gets messed up. All right, let's see where this is at. Okay, we need a thermometer to check the temperature of the water. Not warm enough, we're at 92. Anybody doing any cooking, baking, meal prepping? Rocket, get off the laptop, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Okay. Rocket, get down. Get down. Hi, get down. Thank you. Hi, Noodle, how's it going? All right, so we are working on making our bread. This is now at 104, 105 Fahrenheit, which is perfect. So we have 600 grams of flour, a tablespoon of sugar, 1 packet of instant yeast, and 2.5 teaspoons of salt. We're adding in our water, and we're gonna get this mixing. Hi, buddy. In the mixer, has to knead for 7 minutes. And then while we're working on that being kneaded, we will move on to another recipe because we have lots of stuff to make. House Carol says, I feel like I just did laundry somewhere. My basket's full again. Yeah, no, that's me. That's me. Might help if I plugged this in, huh? All right, we're gonna get this kneading for 7 minutes. How's it going, Robert? Well, I don't disagree with you. We try to keep religion and politics and all those sorts of things out of our discussion. The kitties love being on the counter. Oh my gosh, they do. They really do. I'm confused. I see there's portrait and standard. Does the chat appear differently? Yes, you will only get the chat that you are watching. So you will get the vertical chat if you watch the vertical. You will get the portrait or whatever, standard stream. Whichever one you watch is the chat you will get. YouTube considers them 2 separate broadcasts because they push it out to the shorts tab and otherwise as 2 separate things. So you only see the chat in the one that you're watching. Hi Duncan, we are making a bunch of stuff today. Right now we are working on making bread for subs tonight, or hoagies, whatever you call them. This is called the easiest loaf of bread you'll ever make from King Arthur flour. So we mixed together some flour, sugar, yeast, salt, and warm water, and it's now kneading in the mixer. And we are gonna work on our next step, which is kind of like wrote notes for myself to figure this out. All right, I think let's do the prep for our tomatoes and lettuce next, and we'll take it from there. So we are done with these two things for right now. Put those off to the side. While that kneads, let's work on slicing tomatoes and getting our lettuce washed and prepped. All right, so we have some spring mix. Basically what we're gonna do is a sub. We're gonna make the bread, we're gonna toast it, put a garlic aioli on it, and then we're going to put the chicken that we marinate, fresh mozz, lettuce, and tomatoes, and then caramelized onions. Unfortunately, the basil at the grocery store yesterday was all looking like it wouldn't even last until one more day. So we decided that we were going to skip the pesto. But if anybody wants that recipe, I'm happy to send it to you. Hopped over from the other chat. Hi Dana, welcome in on PC. Have you on my phone, says House Cow, and my laptop so I don't miss comments. There you go. I like it. VP Inner City, how's it going? All right, so we're gonna slice 2 Roma tomatoes. But yeah, we'll essentially build this as sub, bread, toast, garlic aioli, and then grilled chicken that was marinated, tomatoes, mozz, caramelized onions, or tomatoes, caramelized onions, fresh mozz, and then when it comes out of the oven, we will do the spring mix. So let's cut some Roma tomatoes. If you guys were building your ideal sub, hoagie, grinder, whatever kind of sandwich you call that, what would be on it? And then we're gonna be making tater tots with it and cream puffs for dessert. I was on PC on the other chat. So you can, on PC, you can watch the vertical or the horizontal, but the chats don't combine. So if you watch on the PC, you won't see the mobile chat, and vice versa. That's the only difference. You can watch both versions on PC, but you can't combine the chats. Not that I have found, and I'm still looking into it. Roger, how's it going? Welcome in. All right. All right, so we have some tomato slices. I'm just slicing these really thin. All right. Cut our second Roma tomato. We still have 2 minutes of the bread dough kneading in the mixer back there. It's a little stupid in my opinion. I'm not saying I don't disagree with you. I haven't found a way to combine them yet, and I don't know that I can because YouTube is considering this 2 separate streams. It pushes my stream to the horizontal or PC tab, and it pushes my stream to the shorts tab, and it pushes them in 2 separate ways. Hi TWC, how's it going? Happy first day of summer. Can you help me save on Progressive Insurance? No. You could save 15% by switching to Geico, though. That's what I hear. Happy Father's Day, TWC. How's it going? Hi, LHR. How are you? All right. Taking the ends of our tomatoes. Getting rid of them. We have a minute left on kneading that bread. I'm gonna get a kitchen towel to cover the bowl for when it does its rise. Hi, Brock Otter, how are you? Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. And then we need our salad spinner to wash our spring mix. What's everybody having for dinner tonight? Do you guys know what you're having for dinner or for the next meal that you're having if it's not dinner time where you are? All right, let's get a good handful of our spring mix. Confused to see different viewer counts on each tube? Yep, it counts it completely separately. Supposedly there's better discoverability in the shorts tab, which makes sense because we pretty much never get anybody new on the PC side. It's all just people from the purple side. All right. So we're gonna check and see how this bread is doing. It looks pretty good, bread dough, so far. Yeah. Wonton noodles, that sounds yummy. All right, so got our bread dough. It looks good. I get from my building's lobby to upstairs and there are some interesting chatters. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like your shirt. Thank you. It was a gift. I think my stepdad is doing chicken parm. Yum. Chicken parm sounds really good. All right. We're gonna let this bread dough rise. So I'm gonna cover the bowl with a kitchen towel that I'm gonna run under some warm water. And then we're gonna let that rise for a little bit while we continue the rest of our prep. Hi, group. How was stream yesterday? Stream was okay yesterday. It was all right. We put a goal up on the purple side to extend from 8 hours to 10 hours and from 10 hours to 12 hours. We met the goal to do 10. We did not meet the goal to do 12. It happens. You never know what's going to happen when you go live. Hi, Boris. How's it going? My day was all right. Nothing much going on. Sunny, lazy. My week was all right, too. There were some happenings. Birthday Monday and a funny, crappy moment on Tuesday. Oh, man. Man, that stinks. Well, hopefully no funny, crappy moments. That's not how we end things now. I have to wait a week for the new episode of Dutton Ranch. I feel you, House Cow. That was me and Funky, too. Like, this is going to be the end, isn't it? I wish they would release the whole season at once. All right. So we have run this towel under some warm water, which will give this a nice, I know people don't like this word, moist and warm environment for the bread to rise in. So we're going to put this over our mixing bowl and let the bread dough rise. I bet you are tired. I am very tired. A 10 to 12 hour stream is a lot to begin with, let alone pregnant. But, you know, trying to save money for baby. All right, getting our lettuce cleaned up. I don't like moist, but I acknowledge that there isn't a better word. Yeah, sometimes there's just not, like, what else do you describe it as? All right, we're gonna spin this to get the moisture out. What time did I start? I started at 12 p.m. Eastern yesterday, and we were on until about 10:15, 10:30. Lex, do you have any kids? I have 2 bonus kiddos and 1 on the way. Do you have any kids? Like moist cake, what else am I gonna say? Damp? Yeah, damp doesn't make sense. Got called for a job interview on Monday, went Tuesday, was told they found their people already, chalked it up to some confusion, had an awkward laugh, and said our goodbyes. Oh, that's so frustrating. They should have told you that before you came in. I feel like hiring in this day and age and the whole interview process and all of that is just like, it's gotten so messy and people just like don't seem to care about people's time. All right, so we've got lettuce and tomatoes for our sandwiches. Ooh, it's thundering. Yikes. I think next we'll do our caramelized onions. I'm gonna line this container with a paper towel. And we're gonna put our tomatoes in. And our spring mix that are all washed up and ready to go. I think next we'll do our onions. Everybody in the chat on both mobile and PC, describe to me your ideal sub sandwich. Okay, got that done. And now we're gonna work on caramelizing some onions. Oh, it just started pouring. Yeah, it just started pouring. All right, we're gonna get 2 onions out. Addie, how's it going? Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I am doing all right, thank you. I've had a very productive day so far. How about you? Boris says they already told me when I went to drop off a CV cover letter, when I applied before the call, they still got my contacts either way and made the move. Interesting. Interesting. Do you guys like caramelized onions? Put a 1 in the chat if you do, and a 2 in the chat if you do not. Pause onion, how dare. It's my onion. You're doing well too, Addie. I'm so glad to hear that. NMD likes caramelized onions. Boris likes caramelized onions. What's up, Rocket? Onion everything, yes. Heck yeah. On a burger, yes. Oh my gosh, yeah. Somebody was talking about eating burgers last night. I think it was LHR. And I was like, oh, burger sounds so good. Yesterday was one of those days where I was like, I prepped a salad for us to eat after I was done streaming. And then like the last thing I wanted was a salad. But it worked out okay. How's cow? You like onions as well? Sweet. All right, we're gonna cut these up and we're gonna cook these down in some. Your shirt is awesome. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate it. My husband found it on Amazon. Perfect, because I love tacos. I really want to make a Flying Dutchman. Have you made them before? My only concern with the Flying Dutchman is that I don't think it would be very easy to eat. If you guys are not familiar with a Flying Dutchman burger, the buns are made out of like a big slice of onion. Like you would take a whole onion and cut a piece and that would make the bun. Hi Layla, how's it going? Ideal sub. I know it's tough. Explain your ideal sub, hoagie, whatever you like to call it, sandwich. This one comes pretty close. I wish we could have done pesto, but unfortunately the grocery store had no basil that looked any good. And we didn't want to do anything other than a basil pesto. These onions are gonna kick my butt. Tacos are so good. I don't disagree with that. From videos that I've seen, it's a messy meal. I feel like I don't even know if it'd be worth the messiness is kind of my struggle with the Flying Dutchman burger. I don't know. Not a first date meal, or it is because it's an icebreaker. Funky has always said for people who are like, what should I do for taking someone out for a first date? He's like, dude, icebreaker. Messy meal, wings, ribs, something like that, because if you can't be yourself around the other person, you ain't gonna make it. I like the one that has a sub that has every meat, salami, ham, etc. Okay, so like a whole like Italian club situation. Oh, these onions are gonna kill me. Actually, fair point, right? Because like if you can't be yourself in front of that person, how's it gonna work? Like I told Funky very early on, I'm not one of those girls who like doesn't eat in front of a guy, you know, no, I don't know. That's ridiculous to me. No. No. Not a thing. All right. Almost got these onions separated enough. So if you're looking for a good icebreaker activity for a first date, messy food is a good way to go. All right, we're gonna start cooking these onions down. I'm gonna do this in a bigger pan on the back of the stove because we do still have a couple of other things to prep. So we're gonna take our pan and we're gonna put some butter and olive oil in there and warm it up. Cook our onions down with salt and pepper, a little bit of garlic powder. To open some butter. If you can't be yourself, who can you be? Because everybody else is already taken. So true, Jedi, so true. Hi, Mitty, how's it going? I'd soak the bread, strain it, inspire myself by the pan bagnat sandwich. Ooh, tell me more about that. I'm not familiar with that, Boris. Mom told me once her friend went on a date. You know how it's hot and humid here. Her friend had a bowl of noodle soup and was sweating. Her date judged her bad. Well, her date was a loser then. Her date was a loser. She told me this story when I was still a teen. My response was, well, that guy didn't deserve her then, or somewhere in between that. Yeah, something like that. That's wild. Okay. We got bread dough rising, lettuce and tomatoes washed, and we got butter and butter and olive oil heating up to saute our onions. Okay, let me look at my list here and see what else we still need to do. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anything. Found my ranch wheat thins. We're good to go. Ranch wheat thins sound good. All right, bread dough in process. Tomato and lettuce prep, good. Caramelized onions in process. Next, we're gonna do a garlic aioli. A good slaw is a prerequisite for any sandwich. Could work on a sub as well. A good selection of meats, a crunchy element, a good pickled element. Ooh, I like where you're going with that. So it can really be anything as long as it has those elements in it. Stood up to try to get laundry done. Instead, I got some kettle corn and laid back down. I like caprese with prosciutto, not really a sub. Ooh, that sounds delicious. Pretend that I can spell. It's tough with my track record to pretend, though. No, it's okay. It happens to the best of us. I found rolled gold Cool Ranch pretzels yesterday. Oh, I've never heard of those. I'm going to have to look for those. Tell Funky I said Happy Father's Day. I will. He's still at work. Somehow they didn't give the only guy who is a father the day off. Maybe by next year, it won't be a problem. All right, we're gonna start cooking those onions down in the butter and olive oil. I'm gonna get some salt, pepper, and garlic powder in the pan with them. Cracked black pepper in there. We'll probably have to add some more salt and pepper after they cook down a little bit. Garlic powder, good to go. Don't understand that? Yeah. Well, resorts don't really close ever, so. Hi, radio, how are you? Welcome in. Technically, he's not a father yet. That's not true. He has 2 kids from his first marriage. They are 14 and 15. That's not true. Okay, next step. I'm gonna set these things to the side for the moment. And I think it also comes down to perspective. Like, there are people out there who would say, I'm not a mom yet, regardless of my stepkids, because she hasn't been born. I think it's mindset. Me personally, I've considered myself a mom the whole time that I've been pregnant. I'm responsible for her. I have to make decisions that consider her. You know, I have to take care of her, and so does Funky, you know. But that's just a perspective thing. Some people don't believe in that, and there's also people who don't believe that it's really a baby until it's born. So, you know, it is what it is. I disagree with those people, but... Okay. We're gonna work on next some filling for cream puffs, which is what Funky has requested for dessert. So we're gonna make the whipped cream filling and let that chill in the fridge. Then we'll make our garlic aioli. Okay, I'm gonna wash my hands so that doesn't get any onion smell in there. Okay. Forgot, yeah. Hey Kyle, have you ever made eclairs? I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I definitely never made eclairs that turned out like crackers. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so we're gonna make some homemade whipped cream. We're gonna do 2 cups of chilled heavy whipping cream. We're gonna add in some sugar, vanilla, and I'm gonna add a pinch of cinnamon, but that's optional. Radio says, I'm doing pretty good. My stepdad, Tommy, decided we're having tater tot casserole for supper tonight. It's his favorite. Yum! That sounds good. What all does it have in it? All right, let's get out sugar, cinnamon, and vanilla to add in to our whipped cream. I hear that King Arthur flour has a recipe. Listen, I trust King Arthur flour a lot, but not for that. They steered me wrong. Somebody needs to edit that recipe. For sure. All right, we need 4 tablespoons of sugar. 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna do about 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Just eyeballing it to be transparent. But you can measure it out if you want. And then a little dash of cinnamon. And then we are going to whip this in the mixer until stiff peaks form and it looks like whipped cream. If you don't know what stiff peaks means, basically whip it until it becomes whipped cream consistency. And then we'll set that in the fridge to cool until the cream puffs are done. So we need a whisk attachment. Hi, Mom Life, how's it going? Have I ever tried corn flour? I have not. What do you use that for in particular? All right. I think my mom does tater tots, cheese and onion, taco seasoning. That sounds like a very cozy casserole. How are the cats? They are good. Groot and Rocket are playing. Cat and Bacardi are napping. Thank you for asking about them. All right, let's give our onions a stir as they start to cook down in the butter and olive oil with the seasonings. Trying to turn this into stiff peaks here. Yeah, no, I've never heard of corn flour. Am I saying that right? Okay. Next, after this, we're going to make our garlic aioli. Then we'll make our cream puff dough. Essentially, a cream puff is like an eclair without the chocolate on the top. And usually they're shaped like a circle instead of a log. Make cloud bread. I've actually never tried the cloud bread recipe. Is it good? Is it worth it? Einkorn. No, I have never tried that. What is it? Is it a brand or is it a type of flour? If you're on keto. Interesting. Ancient type of flour, use it for bread. I have never used that, no. I've never seen it anywhere. Cloud bread is good if you're on keto. I am not on keto. I have done keto in the past. It didn't work super well for me. I got hangry on keto. I know it works really well for some people, but didn't work great for me. All right, we are almost there on our whipped cream. It's looking good. I need a spoon to taste test it. Natural type of foods. Okay, gotcha. So I probably have to special order it or get it at a specialty food store. That's perfect. So when we say stiff peaks, basically I've whipped my whipped cream until it's not gonna fall off the spoon. Or whipped my ingredients until, because now it is whipped cream. It wasn't originally. Okay, we need to store this for our cream puffs. I would get hangry on keto as well. Yeah, it didn't work for me. It's really good in pumpkin bread. Interesting. I love me some pumpkin bread, especially with some chocolate chips in it or a cinnamon swirl. So freaking good. You do egg whites, vanilla extract, 2 scoops chocolate, isolate protein powder, cocoa powder, cook for 20 minutes. You can add chopped strawberry. Oh, so it's a chocolate cloud bread. Ooh, fancy. Have you ever made other flavors before? All right. Let's get our, oh, okay, bowl's falling over. Get our homemade whipped cream into the storage container. This will be the filling for our cream puffs. Okay, perfect. So, that's what it looks like for those watching on mobile. That's what it looks like for those watching on PC. All right, so we got our tomatoes and lettuce for the sandwich completely prepped. We got our whipped cream filling for the cream puffs completely prepped. Let's give these onions over here a stir. We're gonna turn this heat down. Here's an update on our onions. We're starting to get a little bit of golden brown color a little faster than I wanted, so I'm turning the heat down. These are just cooking in some butter, olive oil, salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Beautiful. Isn't it so good? 5 more days of students. Can I make it? NMD, you can do this. I believe in you. It's so close. You can do it. You can do it. All right, so let's see what else is on our list here. We can take the tomatoes and lettuce off. We can take the filling off. Let's make our garlic aioli. That's going to be spread on our sandwiches. Now, I will say, if you're making a garlic aioli and you have time ahead of time, ideally you want to roast the garlic and you want to use fresh garlic cloves. I only have pre-minced garlic or jarlic. So I don't recommend using that, but in a pinch it'll work. It's not that it's bad, it's just that it's better if you have fresh garlic cloves to grate and or can roast them. And guys, we set a goal for this live stream. If we hit 10 new memberships, we will do a bonus live stream this week on YouTube. Hi, Rocket. All right, so we're gonna mix together some garlic, lemon juice, and mustard in a bowl and let that sit for about 15 minutes to marinate. And then we will whisk in our mayo. Weekend was so summery and now I'm like, ugh, work. I totally understand that, NMD. Are you using your phone for the other stream? Yes, but it's actually being streamed from Streamlabs OBS on the laptop. This, my phone is just being used as the webcam, so to speak, through an app and plugin called Camo Camera. Okay, we need a tablespoon of lemon juice, about a teaspoon of mustard, let's get our cutting board. All right. Got one seed in there. Okay, so that's probably plenty of lemon juice. Stir these onions again. Put this here. And if you guys are interested in becoming a member on YouTube, you get early access to all long form videos that drop on the channel. You will get one long form video per week starting this upcoming week, because this week was busy with the long stream on the purple side and Father's Day and everything. You will get one long form video with behind the scenes content for members only. You will get early access to all long form videos. You get badges next to your name in live streams. You get emojis. And then once we finish getting our merch integrated over, you will get a discount on our merch as well. All right, we're actually just gonna use all of this garlic, but I'm gonna put just a teeny splash of water in there. Shake it up, just so I can get it all out. We want the equivalent of 5 cloves. That's probably good. All right, so we got that with our lemon juice, and we need a tiny little bit of mustard in there. Ideally, you'll use Dijon for this, but any mustard works. Tiny little squeeze. Mix that all in and let this marinate together for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then we'll put our mayo in. Thank you so much for the subscription. Welcome to the channel. Okay. Can I have a banana? No, they're mine. You cannot have a banana. What's everybody else making for the next meal that they're having, or eating for the next meal that they're having, if you haven't already told me? Anything on your list that you want to make this week that you are trying for the first time? Okay. My shirt for the last day of school says, "Admit it, you'll low-key miss me, bruh." That is amazing. A very teachery shirt. I love it. Okay. Then we're gonna need to do cream puff dough and our tater tots. Okay. Okay. Can't wait to get more mustard. Is it something that would be in most grocery stores near you, Noodle, or not so much? Not sure if that's like a common ingredient there. Because like some of the stuff you talk about, I'd have to go to like a specialty market or like international food store for. I don't know if mustard is one of those things for you. All right, now that these are cooking down a little bit, I'm gonna put a tiny splash of balsamic vinegar and some honey in with them. I like making caramelized onions that are like a little tangy, a little sweet. Okay, and then we're gonna give those another stir. Whoa, it is really coming down with the rain. Do you hear that, Groot? It's okay, buddy. That's what my teacher had on his shirt. Yeah, that's a cool shirt. I woke up suddenly wanting chili cheese fries, so I might plan that for next week. Ooh, chili cheese fries sound delicious. No wonder I didn't find you over on the other platform. Yeah, no, we're on YouTube. We're on YouTube. How's it going? They can see me. How are you, puppies? Okay, and then how much mayonnaise do we need? 3/4 cup of mayo that we will whisk into that. We are working on a couple different things for our menu. We are making a grilled chicken sub tonight for my husband for Father's Day. We are making a loaf of the easiest bread you'll ever make recipe from King Arthur flour. It's rising. And then we'll shape it and bake it. This will get toasted and be the base of our sandwich, and we're making a garlic aioli to spread on it. We're currently cooking down some caramelized or caramelized, however you like to say it, onions in some butter, olive oil, salt, pepper, garlic powder, balsamic vinegar, and honey. We have some Roma tomatoes, some spring mix, and it will also have chicken and fresh mozzarella. So basically we will cut open the sandwich bread, put the garlic aioli on, toast it. Actually no, we'll put the garlic aioli on and the fresh mozz and toast it. Pull it out of the oven, put on chicken, lettuce, tomato, onions, and serve. Ree's bride's grandma let us use her second home. She's a bougie grandma and had us make the beds at the end with clean sheets. And I'm like, wait, how long were the sheets on the bed before I came? Oh my gosh. Alien, I don't know who Katie, Craig, or Damien or their baby are, but good for them, I guess. I don't know. I've been okay. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. They can see me. I'm doing good. I had a very productive day. Okay. These are actually almost done, which is awesome. These are going to be so good. So we need a container to put those in for later. Alexis Hubbard. Hi, Alexis. How's it going? Groot has not sat fancy. He is currently running around the house playing and keeping an eye on the thunderstorm outside. Everybody watching, let me know in the chat if you have any pets, and if so, how many and what kind. I have 4 cats. Can we not be negative on fathers? Who the fuck is being negative on fathers? I'm not being negative on fathers. Hello? Are you okay? Certainly not me. Do you think Groot can keep track of the storm? He's just keeping an eye on it. He likes to know what's going on, you know? All right, these onions are going to be absolutely delicious. Is this chat okay? No, they are not. By no means. Okay, so we got some caramelized onions. If you're watching on mobile, there's what they look like. If you're watching on PC, there's what they look like. We're gonna let these cool. And let's go ahead and get the mayo mixed in to our garlic aioli. And then we're gonna get our chicken marinating. Groot is supervising. Exactly. 5 chicken addicted meowing vacuums and then 1 cheddar. Cheddar's not a chicken addicted kitty. We need 3/4 cup of mayo to mix into our lemon garlic situation, and then we're gonna add some salt. Why did stream give you what do you mean? If you're talking about what we were talking about a second ago, which is people being weird in the chat, somebody on the mobile chat said, can we not be negative on fathers? And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Because we weren't being negative on fathers, but. All right, we're gonna put a little bit of salt and pepper in there. Mix that in. When OBS was giving you problems? Oh, OBS was giving me problems because that game we were playing had an update that made my computer not run correctly. It made Funky's computer crash. The game wasn't working properly on Mortal's computer. It made mine not work. It was an update to the game that has some sort of brokenness that needs a patch that made it not work. Hi Kendall, how's it going? Welcome in. Beto, how's it going? All right, we're gonna add a tiny amount of black garlic powder, which is a fermented garlic. I really love your videos. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you're here. How are you? How's your day going? I'm so glad to hear that. How's Cal? Thank you for the star, Jules. I appreciate you. That is good. Okay. So we have officially made a garlic aioli. If you're watching on phone, that's what it looks like. If you're watching on PC, that's what it looks like. All right. We're gonna wrap this up with some aluminum foil. And go from there. I'm gonna put this back in the pantry, our black garlic seasoning. How many of you have ever had black garlic before? What are you making? Hi, Alexa. We are making a bunch of different things. So, my husband for Father's Day requested a grilled chicken sub sandwich. So we are making a batch of homemade sub bread. It's doing its first rise. It's actually almost ready to be shaped. And then we made some honey balsamic caramelized onions to go on the sandwich. We just made a garlic aioli to spread on there. We chopped up some tomatoes and spring mix, and we made homemade whipped cream. We're making him cream puffs for dessert. So basically we're gonna take the bread, cut it open, put some of our homemade garlic aioli on there, fresh mozzarella cheese, put it under the broiler to toast the bread and melt the cheese. Then we'll put marinated chicken, the caramelized onions, lettuce, and tomato on there. We're serving it with homemade tater tots and then cream puffs for dessert. Hi Mongoose, how's it going? I hope you're having a great day too. Thank you for being here. Isn't that like dangerous black garlic? No, it's just fermented. Dangerous to make? I don't know, I didn't make it. It's just black garlic powder. Did I see Bacardi? No, I think you saw Groot. You're a professional cook. Far from it. But I try. Sounds delish, holy moly. I'm so excited. You subbed. I appreciate you so much, Alexa. Welcome to the community. I'm Kyle. It's nice to meet you. Self-taught. Isn't that cool? Yes, I am self-taught. All right, we're going to put the mayo back in the fridge, our garlic aioli back in the fridge. Or in the fridge, not back in the fridge because we just made it. And for anybody who's just joining us, we also made homemade whipped cream filling for our cream puffs. Cinnamon vanilla whipped cream. It's literally just heavy cream, sugar, vanilla, and cinnamon. Okay, so let's take a look and actually let's get our chicken marinating and then we will shape our bread. Nice to meet you too. I can cook, but I barely make banana bread and my family loves it. Oh my gosh. Well, listen, if you want to learn easy recipes, I got you. I've been there. My family did not really have family recipes growing up. That's part of why I cook. I've been cooking since I was 14, and I'm always trying to learn new things. So if you need recipes, I got you. Groot and Rocket should be able to celebrate Father's Day too and be dads. Yeah, no, them marking their territory all over the house led to that not being the case. Black garlic has a lot of health benefits. Does it? Like what? I didn't know that. All right, we're gonna take some of our chicken. I need a bowl to put this in. Or actually, we'll just put it in a casserole dish. I'm 15, I would love that. Well, heck yeah, that's what this channel is all about, is learning how to cook. I fully believe that learning how to cook is so important. You can manage so many health needs with your diet. You can manage nutrition when it comes to sodium, and you can manage your blood pressure, diabetes, cholesterol. You can manage so much with it. And I'm a big proponent of home cooking. Can we know what Mona Lisa picked out? No, because Funky might be watching. You can know after he gets his present. The presents. Can't risk that he might be watching and see. That's awesome that you're already learning how to cook at 15. Good for you. You'll be a pro in no time. That's when I got started. Did you paint your cabinets yourself? I'm a cabinetman by trade. I've never had anybody do black cabinets. We actually didn't. They were like this. We don't own this home. We rent. But they were like this when we moved in. If you get up close to them, somebody probably painted them because it looks like they used to be a wood grain, or it could just be the material. In certain lightings it does. But I like them a lot. It's a nice contrast. Finally have a load of laundry in the wash. Let's go. Doing things. These are giant pieces of chicken. Oh my gosh. All right, these pieces of chicken are a little frozen on the bottom side. But they will be okay. All right, let's throw this away. Let me wash my hands. We're gonna get some marinade in with the chicken for a little bit. And then we are going to work on our tater tots. All right, I have some homemade Greek vinaigrette that we made the other night that we need to use up, which will actually make a really great marinade. We just need to get it out of the bottle, warm it up, and use this as our base. It's kind of coagulated a little bit because it's been in the fridge and it has olive oil in it. A little splash of water in there. Shake it up will help. There we go. Get the rest of that out of that bottle. Actually, it's not too bad now that it's out of here. Okay. All right. We're going to add a little extra seasoning since we didn't have a ton of marinade left. Salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and oregano. Is raining where you're at? It's raining here too, house cow. All right, garlic powder. We just use that as a base and we're building on top of it. Onion powder, oregano, salt, pepper, and then we're gonna add a tiny little bit more oil and vinegar. I'm essentially adding extra of each ingredient to the existing marinade because we didn't have enough. And we made this on the last live stream before this one if you guys are looking for the process. And that video is posted. Put our spices back. And we're gonna go ahead and get some olive oil and apple cider vinegar in there. Type 1 in the chat if Kyle's AC is on. Yeah, it is. It's hot out. The heat index has been in the hundreds this week. We did a Lush party, like a spa thing where we got foot soaks and face masks and made a product. My feet are still orange from the foot soak. Oh no! Yikes. Okay. Got our oil and vinegar in there, our spices, basically making a Greek marinade. Let's get those. What's up, buddy? Mixed up. Get that marinade really massaged into that chicken. The longer you can let your chicken sit in the marinade, the better, but even 30 minutes is helpful. And better than nothing. Okay. All right. Here's what our marinade looks like if you're watching on mobile. What it looks like if you're watching on PC. We're gonna let this sit in the fridge for a little bit. Okay. Now we need to work on tater tots and cream puff dough. Let's clean this counter off. Chicken is getting a good soaking, you are right. I kind of forgot that Lush existed at MD. I haven't been to a Lush store in forever. I almost got a job at Lush when I was in college. I actually was offered the job, I just didn't take it. It was too far away. All right, let's check our bread and see if it's ready to be shaped. I think we're probably good. Okay, we're gonna shape them and put them on a baking sheet to rise while the oven preheats with some water so that we get a nice, warm, moist environment to get crusty on the outside, soft on the inside bread, kind of like a baguette texture almost. So I'm just getting a sheet pan. No, lush, L-U-S-H, not lust, lush. Okay. Spray this so the yeast will stick. I think I bought one thing from Lush in the last 5 years. They were like, well, what's your favorite product? I was like, yeah, like, this is awkward. It was like me the one time we went into Ulta to mail something back to Shein because they do Shein returns, and the girl was like, did you need any restocks while you were in here? And here's my husband looking at me like, yeah, did you need anything? And I'm like, no. She's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. All right, let's shape our bread dough and get the oven preheating. Okay, let's see here. Okay, when it's fully kneaded, right. Okay. All right, preheat the oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. And then we're gonna get a casserole dish with some water in it to create a warm, moist environment in there and put it on the bottom rack. Wow, it's really coming down out there. You know what, before this preheats, I'm gonna move this rack down one. There we go. Need more room between those racks. Okay. Preheat to 450. I was like, oh, your bath bombs are nice. It felt like the safest option. That's really reasonable. I like it. Okay. We have our bread dough. We're gonna divide it in half and shape it. All right. Pink or white? Pink. What am I choosing for? All right, dividing our bread into 2 pieces. I need some extra flour to shape these. We're gonna shape those up, let them do their second rise. Have these products from the free gift bag. I'm like, I don't know if I'll use these, but thank you. Fair. Reusable molds. Ooh. What are they for? Do I think that big network TV is for the aliens? What? What kind of question is that? What's up, buddy? All right. Get it rolled out into kind of like a rectangle. Fold the edges over and the top and bottom over and then the edges in. Pinch to close. Reusable molds to make desserts. Fun. Holy heck, yeah, I've made it. Hi, Silver. How are you? How was work today? And we'll let this do its second rise. I'm just realizing we don't need the water in there right now. Not yet. We gotta make the cream puffs first. Okay. I went to 3 grocery stores on the way home trying to find scallops, and none were around, resulting to steak, green bean casserole, roasted creamer potatoes for Dad. Ooh, sounds like a yummy meal. But you can't say you didn't make an effort to find them. Pinch this one closed. Work was work. Fair enough. I am doing okay. I had a pretty productive day so far. We are shaping bread. Funky requested a grilled chicken sub for his meal tonight with some tater tots. So we let the bread do its first rise, and now we're shaping it. We made caramelized onions for it. We sliced tomato and washed some fancy spring mix. We made a garlic aioli. I don't remember if I said we caramelized onions, but we did. Tube foolery, happy week, pull-out game day. That's crazy, but, you know. Hard to argue with, I guess. Oh, Groot, get off the counter. All right. We're going to let these do their second rise. And we're going to move on to our cream puff dough. The only store that had them were wildly expensive. Oh, that stinks. All right. You're a good sport. I try to be. I try to be. No, it's Groot, not Rocket. Hi, Groot, get off the counter. Off the counter. Thank you. I have some mushrooms for a topper too. Nice. Why does plastic wrap have to be the way that it is? That was a ridiculous entrance. I mean, it was. You're not wrong. Monster is sleeping fancy beside me. All the kitties like to be fancy. Oh my gosh, I give up. I'm done. I'm not doing plastic wrap. I don't know why anybody bothers with it. I give up. I give up. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. That's two pieces that are both not gonna work. I give up. Nope. I can tell you're a mom because of the gracious dismissal. I am indeed. With one on the way too. I've also been live streaming for 6 years, so I've gotten pretty used to this. Plastic wrap is the bane of my existence. The bane of my existence. I tell you I threw away half a roll recently out of frustration. I don't blame you. As Cal says, I hate that shit, right? Oh my gosh, I give up. Okay. We're done with the marinade bottle. So let's see. We have our bread dough made, and it did its first rise. It is now doing its second rise. We made our garlic aioli. We made our caramelized onions. We have our lettuce and tomatoes prepped. Our chicken is marinating. We made our whipped cream filling for the cream puffs. I need to do tater tots. And cream puff dough, pâte à choux dough. I was like, eco-friendly plastic wrap, and it drove me insane. Yeah, no, literally, I cannot. The poor cling wrap, no, it's trash. Don't be worried about the cling wrap. It's trash. Okay. Let's make our cream puff dough. Okay. Preheat the oven to 425. So we had it going to 450. We're gonna switch it to 425. Let's get a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. What's the topic today? We are cooking. Welcome in, Jacob. We are making Father's Day dinner and dessert for my husband. We made some homemade sub bread dough and shaped it. It's doing its second rise on this tray right here. We did a Greek marinade for some chicken breast. We made caramelized onions. We made homemade whipped cream filling for the cream puffs. We cut up lettuce and tomatoes and got them washed and ready for the sandwiches. We made a garlic aioli. And now we're gonna make cream puff dough, kind of like eclairs, but they're circular and not topped with chocolate. And then we're gonna make homemade tater tots. Cling wrap saved me whenever I used to forget hair ties on the way to work. Oh, there you go. I think Groot wants to say fancy. We gotta somehow filter it to member only. No. We're not doing member only right now. Maybe at some point in the future we'll do members only live streams. Okay, in a saucepan we need to combine water, milk, butter, sugar, and salt. Bring to a boil, remove from the heat, and stir in the flour all at once. All right, so let's get everything mise en place here. We need to get 1 cup of flour, spooned and leveled. Luckily, we set our 1 cup measuring cup aside earlier. All right, spooning and leveling the flour because this is a more accurate way than just scooping to get the right amount. All right, put our flour back, and then we need to get out a saucepan and put all the other ingredients into it. What's up, Groody? What are you doing? What's up? All right, we're gonna do this on the induction cooktop. We need a skillet. All right, and then we need to measure out 1/2 cup of water, 1/2 cup of whole milk. I'm gonna start with 1/2 cup of water from the pitcher. All right, let's add 1/2 cup of milk. To bring it to the 1 cup line. And then we need a stick of unsalted butter, or 8 tablespoons. These are 1/2 sticks, so I'm gonna do 2. Who likes cream puffs? 1's in the chat for yes, 2's in the chat for no. He walked away. I can't put him on camera. Okay, so we got water, milk, butter, and then we need to add a teaspoon of sugar and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Bring it up to a boil over medium heat. Remove it from the heat and add the flour. Hey, your house is fancy. Thank you. We do like it. How's your day going? All right, let's get out sugar and salt to put in there with our milk, water, and butter. NMD likes cream puffs. Heck yes. Does anybody else like cream puffs? Or pat a shoe, if you know the fancy term. How much? 1 teaspoon of sugar. 1 teaspoon of sugar. Chilling and watching UFC. Who are you rooting for in UFC? Must have fallen asleep. That's okay, Noodle. Where's the puppet? He's on vacation. Hi, Michelle. I live in Florida. Where are you from? All right, so we have milk, water, butter, sugar, and salt. Medium heat, bring this up to just a boil. Hi, Rexus, how are you? And chat reminder, we are monetized on YouTube now. You can become a member of the channel, which is like becoming a subscriber. Becoming a member gets you early access to all the long form videos. It gets you 1 behind the scenes video a week. That's members only. You get badges next to your name. You get emojis in the chat, and you will soon get merch discounts. You also get members only community feed posts on YouTube. You can gift memberships to other people in the chat. You can also do super chats. If you guys are familiar of watching on the purple side, it's kind of like a bit. situation? You're from Italy. Okay, I live in the US, United States. All right, we need to get this butter melting and just boiling. Then add in our flour. Very, very tired. I feel that, Rexus. All right, once the flour is incorporated, we will then put it back on medium heat for about 1.5 to 2 minutes to cook it down and get rid of any extra moisture. Looks like we're at 2 out of 10 on our membership goal, guys. If we complete 10 memberships, we will do an extra YouTube live stream this week. Hi, Caps. How's it going? Can I have YouTube ad-free experience? You got to pay for YouTube Premium for that. I was at work for 15 hours. Oof. Oof. Sounds like me yesterday. I worked for like an hour and a half before a 10-hour stream. Actually, it was closer to 2 hours. Should YouTube do it for the memberships like Twitch does for subs? I think YouTube provides you a lot of content, but like at least YouTube has searchable features where you can access all kinds of stuff. Twitch doesn't really have that. If you're not going to Twitch for a specific person's live stream, you're not really going to Twitch. YouTube has all kinds of other content and things that you can access. YouTube Premium is the best subscription I've ever spent money on. All right, so melt the butter down, get this boiling, turn off the heat, mix in the flour, and then cook it on medium heat for about 2 minutes to get rid of the extra moisture. Then transfer it to a mixing bowl and add 4 eggs, one at a time. Then transfer that to a piping bag. Okay, shoot, I need to wash our mixing bowl real quick. We used the one that had the whipped cream in it. Technically, you're pulling overtime. I know. I literally don't ever stop working because I'm growing a human at the same time. Funky made some kind of joke yesterday, and I said something like, well, you're getting a baby. So, in addition to all the meal and everything you're getting for Father's Day, you're also getting a baby. Growing her from scratch all day, every day, even when I sleep. It's so cool to me to think, though, like, obviously I understand how it works, but, like, it's just so cool to be experiencing it and being like, whoa, my body is growing organs and a brain, and just, it's so cool. All right, this has started to boil. The flour needs to be mixed in while the heat is off, and then we will turn the heat back on for just a moment. Then we were gonna transfer it to the mixer and add in our eggs. That's a lie. Self-employers don't have set hours and overtime. How do you know? How do you know? Also, you're taking it too literally. It's not meant to be that literal. Rexus's point is that because I'm growing a baby, any work I do on top of that is overtime. It's a figure of speech. All right. Our flour is now mixed in and we have a dough like we wanted. We're gonna turn this on medium heat for about 1 to 2 minutes to cook out the extra moisture, and we're gonna get out our eggs to mix them in. Your bladder became a bouncing castle along the way. No, literally though. Literally though. All right, it's how many eggs? 4? Yep, 4 eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put this back in the fridge. Get a paddle attachment out to mix the dough together in the mixer. Get this ready to go. All right, we're cooking out any extra moisture. I don't even think cold brew is gonna keep me awake at this point. I feel that. As I drink my decaf coffee that probably has 8 milligrams of caffeine. Like it's gonna do anything. Placebo effect though. I did get a lot of stuff done today though. I already talked to my dad for a little bit, talked to my mom. Got a load of laundry in the washer that's gonna go in the dryer and another load that's gonna go in the washer after it. I put away 4 loads of clean laundry, changed our towels out, emptied the dishwasher, sent a draft of a video to a brand that I'm working with for a paid ad, edited 3 videos, posted 1. So after I'm done with this, I need to do the dishes. Funky and I gotta FaceTime my dad when he gets home so he can open his gift. And then we'll be on the purple side this evening playing Mecha Chameleon. All right, give this about 30 more seconds or so. No, Mecha Chameleon's a game. All right, we have cooked this down enough. Move this out of the way. Transfer this to the stand mixer. Add in our eggs. Start with 1. Karma Chameleon? Nope, not that either. All right, mix in these eggs. All right, letting each egg incorporate before we add another. Egg number 2. It's looking good so far. I want these to turn out good. Funky deserves a good dessert for Father's Day. All right. Egg number 3. shoot. And then we need to transfer this to a bag. I'm gonna move this actually out of my way to pipe the mixture onto, or we'll pipe the mixture with, excuse me. I unfortunately think all I have in big bags are the stand-in stuff. Yeah, we're gonna do a small bag and we'll just keep refilling it because stand-in stuff is not gonna work. All right, that is 3 eggs incorporated. Let's get our last egg in there. That one we got. Nope, oh, we're good. It looked like a tiny piece of shell, but it's not. I've seen gameplay for it. It looks so fun. I've actually not seen any for it. Funky says it looks like so much fun. All right, so when I do piping bags, if I don't have a piping bag, I just use a Ziploc bag, and I like to put it in a drinking glass and then take the closure part and fold it over so I can put the mixture in here and then close it up and it's clean. Real quick, scrape down the sides, let it mix in. One more, excuse you. Hello? Brother, you're joking. It's okay if it doesn't come out the way you want. Remember, he's gonna love it no matter what. Probably tell you he has that in the baby. He has you in the baby, that's all he needs. No, I know, but he deserves a good dessert. All right. Okay. Oh, I don't care what they look like. It's if they taste good. It's the thought that counts, not the presentation. I definitely am with the line of thinking that you're talking about. I would just like for them to turn out good. That's all. Okay. Get our sheet pan. How much is cooking on stream helping to make a new cookbook? None. None. Well, we tested one recipe for it on stream. But in general, not really any. Usually that's done offline. All right, piping these out. Dough looks like good consistency. I'm making cream puffs. Kind of like eclairs. Same dough. Funky's home. Got started late. I wanted to be done around now, but the way I would be done when he got home, but yeah, making cream puffs. Very similar, same dough, pat a choux, just piped into circles instead of, what's it called? Logs. Making me hungry even though I'm eating while watching this. What are you having to eat? All right. We need some more of the filling. As soon as I saw the circles, I knew, yeah. Hi, baby. How was work? My day has been productive. I'm still streaming. We're working on cream puffs right now.
Cream puffs? Oh, heck yeah, dude. Thank you.
Uh-huh. I already made the whipped cream. I'm making the cream puff, well, the puff part. Yeah. You forgot your glasses today.
Yeah.
How did you do?
It was very bright, so I wanted sunglasses anyway.
Hi. Everybody was saying Happy Father's Day to you earlier.
Oh, thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
Rexa says, hi, Dad.
What's up, brother? Top of my head is so fucking pale.
Before I get my hands dirty again, can I give you your presents?
Yeah.
Do you want to get a beer first?
Yeah, it was just about that.
Absolutely.
Please. It's been a long day.
Oh, you're fine. Rude people. Funky getting home? Yeah. He just walked in. All right, we're piping more of our cream puffs. Funky and I are bald twins.
Yeah. Hopefully your head kind of matches the rest of your face.
Funky wears a hat at work a lot, so the top of his head is very pale. I had to go through half a workday without my glasses once because I broke one. I got slapped by the walk-in chiller plastic curtains. Oh no! That is rough. All right, we need another tray. Sorry for the kitchen sounds. Loud. Okay. What do you guys think? Can we meet that membership goal of 10 new memberships? We'll get more emojis unlocked. We're already at 2 out of 10. Huh?
That was a good movie. The emoji movie?
Oh, it was a good movie. LHR says hi.
What's up, brother?
All right, more cream puffs. It wasn't a fun 5 hours of work. Well, considering you said that your prescription is like more than double Funky's, I would imagine that you're fairly unable to see without glasses. Going home was another story because I couldn't see the bus number. Oh, dear Lord.
Wake up.
We have those curtains in our walk-in freezers at work. The amount of times I've been nut shotted by them. Oh my God, Rex's.
It doesn't be that way sometimes.
Sorry, I intended to be done by the time you got home, but... We made a garlic aioli. Got our sub bun dough doing its second rise. We got tomatoes and lettuce prepped. We made the whipped cream. We have our chicken marinating. Go ahead and eat. I just saw you didn't get a chance to eat lunch. Okay. Those curtains are the bane of my existence. It sounds like it. Okay, we're gonna put the cream puffs in the oven. All right. All right, tray 1, tray 2. Let me double check the cook time on these because I haven't made them in a while. All right, 425 for 10 minutes and then reduce to 325. Okay. All right, reduce to 325 and then they cook for 20 to 22 more minutes. Okay. Funky will be happy that I was able to send you the recipe for the milk bread brioche. I know he loves that bread. Yeah, Rex just thought he lost the recipe. He was freaking out.
Oh, shoot.
He found it though.
Nice.
That was one of those breads that we made at the apartment. That was one of the best breads we ever had.
Oh, heck yeah.
What is Malik bread, Google? Who knows? Okay. By the time the cream puffs are done, we can put the bread in the oven. So in the meantime, let's peel some potatoes for tater tots. Actually, do you think I need to peel them? Probably, yeah.
Potato tots?
Yeah.
That's actually a really good question.
I've never not peeled them, so let's not mess with a good thing. You want me to heat that up? All right. Give me.
I got it. Thank you.
Uh-huh. All right. I need to make it again. Hi. And turn it into the cinnamon bread you made. Ooh, yeah. That would be good. Yesterday, Rex says I took my no-knead bread recipe and I turned it into pizza bread. It definitely needs a dipping oil, but it was very good. I put pepperoni, Italian blend cheese, oregano, basil, parsley, and red pepper flakes, and then a little bit of garlic powder in it. Did the pancake bread get demolished? Not yet.
Oh, I forgot about that.
We still have pancake bread and we still have banana muffins.
For dessert, huh? Wait.
No, we don't have cream puffs for dessert. All right. So we're going to peel our potatoes, bring them to a boil, and then they get shredded and mixed with flour and everything. I am gonna fry the tater tots fresh later, so I'm just doing the prep of making them. When the cream puffs come out of the oven, we will put the bread and the chicken in to bake. So you guys won't get to see the frying of the tater tots, but there is a short on the channel that has the tater tot recipe process already that I can link in the video description. No, it's my job. It's already on my to-do list. It's already on my to-do list. After stream, I just have to do the dishes and wash the deep fryer. Forgot the burger in the casserole that you can substitute for sausage. Oh, in the tater tot casserole you guys are having? That sounds good. I need to prep a bunch of tater tots for postpartum. I was talking to my dad today, and he said, are those hard to make? And I said, they're just tedious, really. That's the thing, is they're not difficult. It just is a lot of peeling and grating, you know?
Makes sense.
I think that's true of a lot of recipes that are time consuming. It's not that they're difficult, they're just tedious. Like dumplings, like pot stickers, those are very tedious. My assistant store manager told me she doesn't know what Japanese milk bread is. What? She works at a bakery. How does that work? All right, we got 3. Dude, that rain was crazy. All right, this is potato number 4. Does anybody else very much dislike peeling stuff? This is one of my least favorite kitchen activities. At least
I don't mind peeling. I peel for it if you want.
No. At least we have a peeler now that works pretty well, but just in general. We all know Noodle doesn't dislike it because she has a helper to do it for her.
Me too.
NMD brought up a good question at the beginning of the stream that I'll have to look into when it's been 5 days since the first dual format stream. Does watch time on the shorts feed count?
I don't think so. No.
I don't think it does either, but I don't know because it gets uploaded as a VOD still. And then if it does count, does it count extra?
I don't know.
So we'll see. It hasn't been 5 days since the first one I did that was this format, so we'll get a better idea then. Okay. Some people could work at McDonald's and not know what a Big Mac is. I mean, people in this world are generally oblivious, so I don't disagree with that. All right, this one is number 6, and this will be our last one because I think that's plenty, especially since we're having a big old sandwich with it. And we still have a ton of salad left from last night, too. How many people in the chat like tater tots? 1's in chat for yes, 2's in chat for no. And then if you do like them, what's your go-to dipping sauce? All right. Is that your stomach that I'm hearing? Making those noises, or is that the chair?
No, it's okay.
I was gonna say, it sounds like your stomach is growling really loud, but it could just be the chair.
Could be both.
All right, we got our peels. 1 in ketchup, 1 in ketchup. All right, ketchup is a common one. I like ketchup as well. One thing I wish that we could find, which I haven't been able to find in a while, is Chipotle ketchup.
Yeah, that's so good.
I'm gonna have to look on Amazon. I know we bought it there once when Kroger didn't have it, so maybe we can get it there again.
Dude, that Chipotle ketchup is what ketchup should taste like.
Honestly. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not my favorite form of potato, but I do like them. Probably an aioli. Ooh, we have that too. Rex says 69 wasn't a choice, as per usual.
Wasn't it though?
He's gonna say 69 is always a choice. All right, we're covering these with about 1 inch of water. We're gonna bring them to a boil until they are parboiled enough for us to shred them. Or grate them, I should say. Then we'll mix them with flour and seasonings. All right, we got about 1 minute left till we turn the oven temp down. What is everybody's favorite form of potato? That brings up a good question. If you had to choose 2 forms of potato to eat for the rest of your life, I'll give you 2 because 1 is not enough. What would you choose?
Curly fries.
Curly fries?
And, ooh, that's a tough one.
I would choose
Hash brown.
I would choose French fries and hash browns.
Yeah.
69 is always a choice if you have somebody to join you, otherwise it's just a 6. Okay. Yeah, if I had to choose 2, I would choose French fries and hash browns. Okay. Whew. All right, we're gonna turn this down to 325 now. And how much longer do they bake? It says 20 to 22 minutes. I'm sure it will not take that long in our oven. So we're gonna set a 15-minute timer. Cream puffs.
It will definitely not take that long.
No.
What's the difference?
It was 425 for 10 minutes and you turn it down. Actually, I'm gonna set the timer for 10 minutes.
I was about to say, hold on now.
This oven cooks everything so fast. I would choose mashed potatoes and hash browns. I would do mash and wedges. Wedges is a good choice. 20 minutes past when Marley gets fed and you'd think it's been 50 years. Oh my God, story of my life. Story of my life. Also, everybody send all the vibes and prayers that we can get these cats to get along. I'm actually to the point where I think we're just gonna open the door and let them figure it the fuck out. Because this morning my alarm went off and I turned it off and Rocket was immediately at the door. Which is not gonna work when we have a baby that gets up multiple times in the middle of the night.
No. It's not gonna work in general.
So we need the babies to get along. Fries and baked potato, I think. Ooh, see, baked potato's a good one. That's tough. I think if you know what? I think I would choose hash browns. Like, I would choose tater tots and baked potato. Because different texture. One's fried, one's baked.
Yeah, that's valid.
Especially if the fry that has the coating. Oh, the fries that are battered. Yeah, those are good.
Wait, you know what? If I have to eat them for the rest of my life, I'm gonna trade out the fries.
It's not the only thing you eat, but the only way you can eat potato.
Fried potato skin.
Ooh.
Fried potato skin with, that's so tough.
Can we have potato skins and a salad with grilled chicken for dinner tomorrow night?
Yeah. Did you already form me? Or do you already feel it as well?
Yeah. We have more potatoes.
Yeah. I'm down. I'm absolutely down. I don't work for the next 2 days, so.
Potato skins and a salad with grilled chicken would be a very good dinner tomorrow night.
It really would.
So we need a protein, more than just the bacon. I need a protein. Rocket did want mom's attention, but it's problematic. It's problematic. All right, how's our bread looking over here? Oh yeah, looking good. Gorgeous. Okay. Tater tots are just cylindrical hash browns. This is very true. Very, very true. All right, we're gonna, I wonder, can I see the mobile chat on here? I can, perfect, because I needed to get the recipe for the tater tots from my phone. You know, cocoa and Monster and cheddar typically don't get along. I didn't know that, but that stinks. Is there hissing involved all the time? Because that's what happens to us. All right, we need flour, oregano, garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, black pepper, salt. Perfect. Okie doke. If you stream vertically and the viewers watch it, the watch time will count towards the 4,000 public watch hour goal as long as you keep the stream public. Thank you, Radio. Look at that. We figured the answer out. So, it does have benefit of doing both. All right. A little bit of flour in there. probably good. Fights, fur everywhere. How do you deal with it? Because our animals get so anxious. You just deal with it and just let them be that way. Ours don't really fight. It's more just, and then they run away from each other. Onion powder. Cat and or Bacardi will retreat before that.
Will they? Because there was that deck that he
Well,
they went out a few times.
Sometimes, I don't know. I don't know what it would be like now that they're neutered. See, the problem with us, Noodle, is that we tried timeout and now Bacardi is like even being harsh with us. Like if we try to force her out here, she'll growl, she'll hiss, she'll bat at us. Like we're the problem. She won't even come out in the living room. Hear me out. Cheesy potatoes like potatoes au gratin or scallop potatoes. Choosing between the two of them. Now when you say au gratin, are you talking like the shredded ones? Because my mom used to make those shredded ones. All right, there's our flour and seasoning mixture for those. Perfect. You're welcome. Happy to help. Thank you. All right, so this is just flour, salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, and oregano. You need to let gluten rocket respect the elders. It's not let them.
It's not them. They're not the problem.
Yeah, they're not the problem. They'll basically just go up and be like, oh, hi, Cat, hi, Bacardi. And Bacardi's like, rah! Get away from me. Oh, those look beautiful. Just a couple more minutes on those and they'll be perfect. Yay, yay, yay. I said to everybody earlier, I was like, I really hope these come out good. Funky deserves a good Father's Day dessert. And everyone's like, he's going to say he doesn't care. And he's going to say all he needs is you and the baby. And I was like, that's all well and good, but he still deserves a good dessert. I can't decide if that's my potato because they're so good. I mean, you could also take a baked potato and put cheese on it. Like you could put like mac and cheese sauce on a baked potato. You know what I mean? Funky's point about potato skins is a good one though too, because you get like a little bit of baked potato texture in there also.
Yeah, it's like a design French fry that you can load up with all kinds of different possibilities.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Brother, you are.
Maybe Silvervine would calm her. No, it makes her hyper.
Let's eat to it, brother. You're not hurting me. Oh, come on. Hey.
And we tried those diffusers and it made everybody more angry. It put them all on edge. It made them more angry. And we had way worse allergies. Mac and cheese, chili, potato nachos. Yum. Oh, we haven't done potato nachos in a minute. Maybe we do that instead tomorrow.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Can I give you your prezzies now that you had a snack?
Sure.
Sorry, it's a birthday bag. This is the closest to Father's Day that we
It's my
had.
birthday every day. Ooh, fancy.
It
Seal
came
with
with
approval.
the sticker. I had to order a
Seal.
card from Amazon because I can't exactly take the card to the store inconspicuously.
Oh, where's my check of money? I'm just kidding.
Read it out loud. Not the inside part, but
Not the inside part?
well, not this part, but not my handwriting, but read the rest of it out loud.
Says, Daddy, I'm just a little bump. That is yet to grow. But I cannot wait to meet my superhero. Dad, you really are a bit, Daddy, are you ready? Our adventure's about to start. I will hold your little finger, but you'll have to hold my heart. Happy Father's Day. Love bump.
Love bump.
So cute. Thank you.
Okay, close your eyes. Because I didn't have any tissue paper. We apparently used it all at Christmas. All right, this is just a little one first. He also already got a book, and it's because I bought 2 by accident.
It's a controller. It says, Dad, you're loved. Next level. You're player 1 in my life. Oh, I love it.
For your shelf.
I love this. And, oh shoot, it's knitted.
Yeah.
So that means the cats are going to destroy it.
No, it goes on your shelf. Behind you.
Thank you, baby.
You're welcome. He got a book called Why a Daughter Needs a Dad, but I gave it to him early because I accidentally bought 2 and had to explain the pregnancy brain moment. Okay, I hope you like this.
Is it a Lamborghini?
No.
Then I'm going to love it.
Okay, close your eyes. Okay.
That's cool.
I designed it.
I like it.
It's okay if you don't like it, but I designed it.
Heck yeah.
So be nice.
It says Dad.
Thank you for
Love
the jewels, Artist on
thank
Wheels. I appreciate you. Hi, Winona. I know you've been liking the black and the camo.
I'm wearing this at night.
These are absolutely fucking beautiful. Gorgeous. Yo.
Hey, thank you for the jewels.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it very, very much. Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
All right.
Love it. Love it.
Happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, shit.
Sorry.
I was going to say thank you to the little baby, little Mona Lisa baby. Mwah. Thank you.
She thought you would
Thank
want
you.
a hat to wear to the hospital for when she's born.
Absolutely. I mean, no one's going to be able to see it. That was a camo joke.
Okay.
That was a camo joke. Dad joke. Thanks, baby.
You're welcome. I sure hope they didn't email you when I ordered
They
it. Did they?
Yeah.
Did you see it?
No, I didn't. I ignored the emails when it said your purchase was approved, and I was like, oh. I just thought it was a giveaway. So.
Dang. Because he's an administrator on the merch store, and I designed that. All right.
Thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
Okay. We're going to put the water on the bottom rack. We're going to let the oven preheat up to 450, and we're going to put the bread in. There he is. Happy Father's Day, Funky. Thank you. He just went to clean the litter boxes. They are pretty big. Some of them got a little flat, but it's okay. Can make them into sandwiches. All right, we need another minute of boiling. All right. We need the grater attachment. For the KitchenAid. Okay. Dang it. Nothing. It's just an avalanche, and I was trying to prevent it. Okay. Jedi says, Happy Father's Day, Funky.
Thank you.
All right. do I normally boil these tater tots for? Okay. I think we're good. We're gonna go ahead and drain the water out of these.
All right?
Yep.
You spill?
I lost a whole potato into dirty dishwater.
You did.
I did.
Not a whole potato.
I did.
Dang it. Poor guy. He was probably the best potato out of all of them, too. He will be there.
Really mad at myself about that. That stinks.
Alright, babe.
It's not your fault. It's my fault. Excuse me. All right, well, that happened. Let's get these grated. Okay. Next potato. All right. Potato number 3. Get these grated. This thing comes in so much handy. You can use a box grater, of course, but I'm lazy. Actually, no, I'm not lazy. I'm resourceful.
I was about to say, that's lazy is not doing it. Lazy is going to the store and buying. Actually, no, that looks great. Get it? Looks great.
Looks great, but Hi, Jensen. Happy Father's Day. How are ya?
What's up, brother? Happy Father's Day!
And then basically all you do is mix this together, shape them, and then you can fry them. And there's already a short on the channel that shows the whole process. Okay, hello? Come on, Lon. Potato, cooperate. There we go. Can't afford to lose another potato. Not after having an entire potato go into the sink. Okay. Lots of steam coming out because they are hot, naturally. Just got back from the in-laws. Why can't weekends be longer? Feel that. I feel that. All right, so let's unplug the KitchenAid, wrap the cord back up. Put this back in there. Thank you. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, my goodness. Let me wash my hands. All right. We need a tray for our tots. Let's mix all of our flour and seasonings in. from the bottom. Whew, hot, 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 hot.
Careful, it just came out of the boiling water. You got goober. You want tongs or something?
No. Thank you, though. All right, let's get our bread in the oven.
Oh, that is risen perfectly.
Looks beautiful. Perfect. Okay, let me double check. I don't remember how long this bread bakes. Haven't made this enough times to memorize it. 20 to 25 minutes till the crust is golden brown. All right. All right, so we're gonna get our tater tots shaped while that does that.
Cut my hand and take a shower. You
Okay.
need to do anything before I do.
No, thank you though. Appreciate you. All right, we gotta get all of this mixed in there.
Thanks for making an awesome dinner.
You deserve it.
I'm excited.
Next year, little one can help.
I agree. Why is it so glitchy?
What do you mean?
The preview.
Oh, well, the preview is just always like that. It's always glitchy. Looks fine over here. I love you.
It's real nice.
All right. Let me, real quick, rinse my hands off. Take off my rings. And we're gonna get these shaped. All right. Taking my rings off was a lost cause. There's already stuff all through them. That's okay. All right, and now we form our tater tots. Actually, real quick before I form them all into tater tots, I'm gonna form a couple of ones into bigger pieces for breakfast hash browns this week. The way I'm getting all this done in under an hour. You got this, Silver. Plus cleanup, I was late coming home. Look at you, she's an efficient queen. All right. All right, we're making 4 into hash browns for breakfast. 1 each for each of us for the next 2 days while Funky is home. And the rest get shaped into tater tots. Our bread is baking. These are big tater tots. All right. All right, and then after I shape these, we should be about ready to take the bread out. and be all done. I'm gonna make the tater tots fresh later. I'm just shaping them now. Or I'm gonna fry them fresh later, I should say. All right. Like I said, these are not difficult, they're just tedious. Basically, peel your potatoes, boil them, grate them, mix them with the flour and seasonings, shape them, fry them. It's not complicated, just tedious, time consuming. All right. Don't think I'm gonna end up having time for a shower before Purple Side stream tonight, but hopefully I can squeeze one in. After I'm done shaping these, we'll get the bread out, and I gotta get dishes done offline. FaceTime my dad so he can open his present. Okay. Getting all of these shaped up. I'm wondering if I actually just want to turn them all into tater tots instead of hash browns, and then we can just use the tater tots as hash browns. It's not looking like this is very many. Especially because I lost a whole potato. What'd you miss? I don't know when you left, so I'm not sure. Our cream puffs dough is done being baked. Our potatoes are done being boiled. We're shaping the tater tots. The bread's in the oven. Funky got his Father's Day gifts. Yeah, we are going to turn these all into tater tots, actually. Almost done with these. This creates the worst goop. All right, I have to wash my hands. I can't shape these last couple without doing it. There's too much goop. Okay, that's better. We will fry these up fresh later when we're ready to eat. Tater tots for breakfast, perfectly acceptable in my book. That's kind of what I'm thinking. It's like, we'll get more out of it this way. Gib. No, 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 they're mine. You're gonna have to fight Funky and a baby too to get some. Good luck. What have you been up to today, Winona? No. Well, I don't know how to help you. All right, our tater tots are all shaped. Gonna pop these into the freezer to chill. All right. No, mine. No, mine. Funky would choose us because we might share. I don't know about that. I don't know that you can be trusted to share. Also, he would definitely choose me and baby, but if you think that, all right. I need to find piping tip. Aha. A good base for a breakfast bowl? That's so true. All right, getting holes poked in these to fill them. Some of these ended up much more flat than the others, but we will make it work. I don't know what it is. I got another bird in the house earlier. This one got caught in a sticky fly trap, managed to get itself out. Oh no. Yikes. Hid in the kitchen for a bit, finally flew back out the door. Yikes. All right, we gotta cut the very edge of that. Icing tip in there. It's not gonna work. Beautiful kitchen. Thank you so much, Joe. How's it going? This one is at least still alive. Oh no, Winona. Okay, this icing tip doesn't want to work. I thought my Parmesan said aged over 10 years, but it's months. Oh, geez. You thought it was extra fancy, and it's not. Sorry, the bag companies. Kyle's too good at making her own. Yeah, as it fucking fails. I appreciate the vote of confidence, but... Thank goodness it's just us eating them, and I'm allowed to get my germs on it. Since the icing. Tip doesn't want to work. All right. More of our whipped cream filling. All right. Who was the other one that's feeding the babies in the nest? Maybe it's the dad. Or the mom, if the other one was the dad. There we go. That's much better. Well, at least they still have one parent looking after them, huh? Did I get a steal on this fancy ass parm? And you're just like, oh, no, I got robbed. This is so messy. Can I have a cream puff? Sure. You'll have to fight Funky for them though. These are one of his all-time favorites. All right, we gotta get checking on that bread here in just a second. All right, rinse my hands off. I heard you. Gorgeous. Woo! It's hot in there. Sub bread, done. Okay. A couple more cream puffs to fill. This is gonna be so many dishes. Whew. All right. So we've officially completed sub bread start to finish. Garlic aioli start to finish. Tomato and mozz prep. Marinated chicken start to finish. Caramelized onions, start to finish. Tots are done except for frying. And we're finishing our cream puffs now. Do you need to sit for a sec? No, I'm okay. I'll be all right. I'm also on a time crunch. That's really my frustration. I got started late. And I shouldn't have taken as long to get the stuff that I got done today. And I was just like, oh, this is taking me way longer than I thought. And I looked at the clock and I'm like, oh no. It was one of those kind of days where you're like, oh, how is it already that time? I need to figure out how to turn the timer on the microwave off. And you only lost one potato. True. Only lost one potato. Not too bad. We made our homemade whipped cream filling for the cream puffs. We made the pâte à choux dough for the cream puffs. Baked them. And now we're filling them. So a very successful day so far with everything we got done. So then later, if you guys missed this part earlier, what we will be doing is cutting into that bread long ways, spreading our garlic aioli on, putting fresh mozzarella, putting it in the oven to toast it up, and then it will get caramelized onions, tomatoes, lettuce, and our marinated chicken. So we will be throwing the chicken in the oven to bake while we fry the tater tots fresh. Yeah, really what it is that it just keeps going. I need to start using Alexa again because the one on the microwave and oven will just keep going until I turn it off. Whereas like Alexa, I can say stop when my hands are dirty, which I can't always get to the microwave or oven to turn it off when my hands are dirty right away. You know what I mean? All right, these two are gonna become a cream puff sandwich because they are too flat. There, those are too flat to stuff, so. All right, we freaking did it, chat. Father's Day dinner and dessert prep. Woo-wee. Bread looks gorgeous. Garlic aioli tasted great. Cream puff filling tastes great. The dough looks beautiful. The lettuce and tomato looks beautiful. The mozz is gonna be so good because it's fresh mozz. I know the marinade on the chicken's good because we used it the other night. Tater tot mixture smelled good, so we're in really good shape here. All right, let's put our whipped cream filling back. And then I need a container to store the cream puffs in. Since they have cream, I store these chilled. All right. We did the dang thing. Beautiful. All right, let's put these in the fridge. Huzzah! All right, so later we will build our sandwiches and fry up our French fries. I appreciate you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you so much to everybody who gave jewels and to the 2 new members. I appreciate you guys so much for that. Remember, if you become a member on the channel, you get early access to all long-form videos. You get 1 members only long-form video per week starting this week. You get badges next to your name for the live stream, special color next to your name for the live stream, as well as emojis. And when we finish integrating the merch store over here, you'll get a merch discount also. So lots of super cool things. And then some community posts on the YouTube page that only are for members also. So if you're interested in becoming a member, if you have any questions, let me know. I will post the schedule for this upcoming week's live streams as soon as I have it. It'll probably be sometime tomorrow afternoon or evening when I figure out this week, but I'll keep you guys posted. We will definitely be streaming here this week for show. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I appreciate you. If you're new, we're so glad that you joined us. If you're not, thank you for being here. Happy Father's Day to everybody who is celebrating, and to anybody who's struggling, sending a hug today. We will be live on the Purple Side this evening playing some Mecha Chameleon in about 2 hours if you want to come hang there. But I appreciate you guys so much, and until the next video, we will see you next time. Thank you guys so much. Let's get this. Oh, geez.